You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio. I'm David Preston.
And I'm Roy Rossell on this Friday, December 22nd.
In our continuing coverage of the University of Las Vegas shooting that occurred on December 6th, Las Vegas Metro has released new body cam footage of what exactly happened on that day. Rory Rossell has the details.
On Wednesday, December 20th, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department released body cam footage from the deadly shooting at the University of Las Vegas that happened on December 6th. In one video, police officers moved hastily through the university's business school amid a loud, piercing sound and called out for an alarm to be cut off. Commands were difficult to hear, and one officer allegedly noted that there was blood everywhere on a doorway on the 5th floor. According to other reports, police officers responded to the scene and mistook the gunman for a bystander and urged him out the building amid the frantic search for the suspect and the victims. The shooter, later identified as 67-year-old Anthony Polito, appears for only a few moments in the more than 5-hour footage that was made public on Wednesday, but the video provides a first look at the suspect in the building after opening fire at the top floors of the 5-story business school. When the rampage begun, students and staff had been eating lunch and playing games in a large courtyard just outside of the business school, which sits right across from the university's student union. The Clark County Sheriff announced in a press release that Polito was armed with a 9mm shotgun and 9 magazines with more than 150 rounds when he stormed into the UNLV campus. And according to other reports, the gunman mailed 22 letters to university faculty members across the United States, allegedly containing talcum powder inside of them, though all 22 of those letters have been intercepted according to officials. The Las Vegas police have not disclosed if there was a direct motive to the shooting, though there are many other news entities reporting that the shooting was in retaliation or revenge for not allegedly being hired as a professor at the University of Las Vegas. Many of Polito's past students have stated that he was known for his obsession with Las Vegas and his peculiar ways of teaching his students. A prompt man reportedly evades police following a traffic stop that results in a crash in the dirt. RJ Camacho has more on this story.
On December 19th, officers observed an allegedly unregistered red motorcycle and promptly conducted a traffic stop. Upon making contact with the sole driver of the motorcycle, who was identified as Matthew Kohler, he stated that he had just bought the bike, however he allegedly had no driver's license. Officers then asked Matthew to move to the side of the road, as he allegedly only stopped in the middle of the road. However, according to the declaration of arrest, Matthew kept asking why and then fled the scene using the motorcycle. He allegedly reached speeds of 70 to 90 miles per hour, failed to yield to emergency lights, and failed to yield to numerous stop signs as the chase persisted. The vehicle chase ended when Matthew crashed into the dirt. However, he allegedly continued to attempt evading police on foot after the crash. Before officers could grab Matthew, he allegedly threw a backpack he was wearing into the dirt beside him. When officers searched the bag, they allegedly found a concealed handgun within it. Matthew Kohler was arrested and booked into the Nye County Detention Center under the charges of driver disobeying a peace officer, driving a motorcycle without a license, operator lacking proof of insurance, owning or possessing a gun by a prohibited persons, operating an unregistered vehicle, and carrying a concealed weapon without a permit.
Las Vegas parking services are warning the community after fake parking tickets were found on vehicles. At this point, there are no reports of anyone being scammed, but the city's parking services is urging people to keep a watchful eye.
I'm Crystal Allen with KCLV. We're in the parking lot behind the Mob Museum, the site of the old DTC here, and the city's Department of Parking Services has metered parking here. They want all of you to be aware of a scam involving parking tickets.
We don't want nobody to have to go through the hassle of getting scammed.
Jamar Bennett is a parking enforcement officer with the city of Las Vegas. He and his fellow officers are on heightened alert after finding what appears to be a parking ticket scam. Maria Soto is a manager for parking services.
One of our enforcement officers was out in this very same lot yesterday, and as she was walking through doing her check, she noticed something on someone's windshield didn't look right.
It was a counterfeit ticket. This is a copy of the bogus ticket officers found.
We don't want any citizens to get taken advantage of.
While Parking Services says its officers are remaining vigilant, they say they can't do it alone. The department says there are signs to look for to spot a fake. First, the appearance of a ticket.
In this case, the citation is not the same size, not the same color, not the same print.
When it comes to the print, keep an eye out for this.
It also had a lot of handwritten information on it, like the license plate number was handwritten, there was no officer's name printed on it, the amount of the citation was handwritten, and we don't do that. Everything is auto-generated.
Also, pay attention to how the ticket is left on your vehicle and the form of payment requested.
All of our tickets come in an envelope like this, and all of our tickets are digital. They will never be handwritten, and we have our own QR code here. It's not a Cash App QR code.
And I can tell you, government agencies aren't going to use Cash App to pay any fees of any sort.
To top it off, when Parking Services scanned the fake citation, the QR code directed them to Clark County Parking Services.
There is no Clark County Parking Services.
The department reiterates it handles all its services digitally.
Since this is all digital, you can actually see how much time has expired, right?
Yes.
When you go to the meters.
Yes, so for example, in our phones, anything that's green shows that people still have time.
They'll be notified when it comes to like your time expiring and things like that.
Yeah, so if they put their phone number into the meter, they will be notified that their time has been expired or they're getting close to expiring if they want to add more time.
And this metered parking lot wasn't the only place a fake was found. Parking Services says someone found a bogus ticket in a local neighborhood. So far, no reports of people being duped, but the Department of Public Safety has opened an investigation. Now, if you have any information that can help detectives, you're asked to call the number at the bottom of your screen here. Also, if you just have questions about this or want to reach out to Parking Services, they say you're more than welcome to do so. You can call the City of Las Vegas's Parking Services and get more information. Reporting for KCLV, I'm Crystal Allen.
We have your Christmas safety tips after the break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And welcome back to News 25. Well, this holiday season, it is important to prioritize safety for you and your family and safeguard your home from fires. News 25 reporter RJ Camacho has your safety tips when putting up your Christmas tree, decorations, and candles.
As the holidays draw ever closer, fire officials with Clark County are emphasizing just how important prioritizing safety is, especially when it comes to safeguarding homes against potential fire hazards. Unattended cooking is the leading cause of home fires within the U.S., and cooking fire incidents increase during major holidays. Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Day are the top 3 days of the year for the United States for candle-related fires as well, according to the National Fire Protection Association. Keep in mind as well that fresh Christmas trees become more flammable as they dry out. In order to keep everyone safe during the holidays, here are some safety tips to keep in mind. First up is for candle care. Place candles and stable holders on uncluttered surfaces where they cannot easily be knocked down by children or pets. Light candles carefully. Keep your hair and any loose clothing away from flames. Keep candles at least 3 feet away from drapes, tablecloths, or any flammable items. More than half of all candle fires start when things that can burn are too close to the candle. Blow out all candles when you leave the room or go to bed. Don't leave children and pets in a room with a burning candle, and never leave the house when candles are burning. Avoid the use of candles in the bedroom and other areas where people may fall asleep. More candle fires start in bedrooms than any other room. Don't burn candles all the way down. Put them out before before they get too close to the holder or container. Beware of using candles for light. Have flashlights ready to use during power outages, and keep matches and lighters up high, out of sight, and out of reach of children, preferably in a locked cabinet. Moving on, the next section is about holiday lights and decorations. Choose decorations that are flame resistant or flame retardant. Inspect holiday lights each year for frayed wires, bare spots, gaps in the insulation, broken or cracked sockets, and excessive wear before putting them up. Replace any string of lights with worn or broken cords or loose bulb connections. Use clips, not nails, to hang lights so the cords do not get damaged. Limit use of extension cords to temporary uses. They should not serve as a permanent power source. Do not overload electrical outlets. Read manufacturer's instructions for the number of light strands to connect, usually no more than 3. Turn off all light strings and decorations before leaving the house or going to bed, and never dispose of wrapping paper in a fireplace. It can result in a very large fire, throwing off sparks and embers, and may result in a chimney fire. The last section is about preventing Christmas tree fires. Place Christmas trees away from fireplaces, heaters, and other heat sources. If you select a fresh tree, needles should be green and should not break off easily. The trunk should be sticky to the touch. Keep your tree in water through the entire season so that it doesn't dry out, and check water levels often. If you're using an artificial tree, make sure it is flame retardant. Replace broken or worn light strands. Follow manufacturer instructions on the number of light strands to connect, and almost 1/3 of Christmas tree fires are caused by electrical problems. Always turn off Christmas tree lights before leaving or going to bed, and do not leave a live tree up for more than 2 weeks. When needles start to drop off, it's time to move the tree outdoors. Remember that the number one thing this holiday season is to keep safe so that you can enjoy the holidays to their fullest with family and friends.
In today's Positive Prompt, Heather Freeman of Pahrump Master Gardeners is here to tell us how to recycle our live Christmas trees.
Are you someone who is, has been, or knows someone who is being abused? We've been there. You deserve hope and healing. Talk to a life coach by downloading the Been There Life Coaching app. Positive Pahrump, made possible by Been There Life Coaching.
Hi, my name is Heather Freeman, Master Gardener Coordinator at the University of Nevada, Reno Extension at 1651 East Calvada. And I'm here to invite anyone who bought a live cut Christmas tree to recycle their tree at our extension office. Down at the end of the parking lot, right behind the Little Free Library, there's a wooden gate, and there'll be a big blue sign that says, "Recycle Christmas trees here." You can take all the decorations, including all tinsel, and don't leave your ornaments on. Take all the decorations and lights off, bring it on down. If you bring it in a bag to contain the needles, go ahead and take the bag off and put the plastic bag in the dumpster. If you could put the trees, we have a stack usually up against the fence, in behind that little wooden fence. We collect those live cut trees and have them mulched down, and then we go ahead and use the mulch to preserve water usage in the garden. There's a neat statistic that if you use 3 inches of bark mulch, it can reduce water evaporation from irrigation like over 75%. So,
the Chief Executive Officer of the Valley Electric Association is here with a Christmas message to all of its members.
My name is Mark Stallings, and I'm CEO of Valley Electric Association here in Pahrump. And from my family and from our family here at Valley Electric, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is our favorite time of the year here at Valley, and we hope it's your favorite time as well.
Here's Mikey with your sports report.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports. Golden Knights not doing so good on the road this season. They played the Lightning last night in Tampa Bay. losing 5-4. They play their Stanley Cup rivals from last year, the Florida Panthers, tomorrow afternoon. Raiders are in Kansas City on Christmas morning against the Chiefs. And for those following along, Taylor Swift will be at the game, sources tell Page 6. And the UNLV Running Rebels basketball team added a new game to their schedule. Going to take place Tuesday, January 2nd at 1 p.m. They'll host Bethesda University. And that's your look at sports, and have a very Merry Christmas.
We have a special Christmas treat for you after the break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
And welcome back. News 25 reporter David Preston produced this Christmas music video so that you can meet the staff of KPVM and the people behind the scenes that make this newscast possible every day.
News 25 caught up with Holly Jolly Santa to tell us all about an event happening on Sunday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, at the South Valley Baptist Church.
Ho, 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 ho. Well, South Valley Baptist Church and Santa are hosting a free event December 24th at South Valley Baptist Church. From 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m., come and listen as Santa tells you the true meaning of Christmas. And get your photo with Santa. Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
KPVM presents an hour-long Christmas spectacular with musical guests John Michael Ferrari, the Pahrump Community Choir, Sophie Love, and others both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day at 5 and 8 p.m. You don't want to miss it.
Get ready to immerse yourself in the festive spirit this year with our Christmas Spectacular on KPVM TV with your host, Uned Gentry. Tune into Channel 25.1 on December 24th at 8 p.m. with a re-airing on December 25th, featuring your local musicians like John Michael Ferrari, Sophie Love, and the Pahrump Community Choir, plus so much more. Join us as we end the holiday season with a blend of music, magic, and Christmas cheer. Don't miss out. See you there.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Taking a look outside through our Learner and Row weather cam, it's looking mostly cloudy and rainy. John has your Christmas weather forecast coming up next.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, all up and down the Ace Country Radio Network and to your mobile device or computer 24/7 at www.kpvm.tv. Check out Fernley, 54 degrees, very nice, and Fallon at 55. Carson City, not quite as nice at 53, and Tonopah's got it just right with the Cool Spot Award. Once again, congratulations, the award nobody wants but you, 50 degrees. 51 out in Goldfield, Beatty, 61. And Sweatin' Donkeys, 63 out in Amargosa, makes them the hot spot again. 58 poolside in Las Vegas makes them a little tepid. Get the extra nacho with the, jalapeno and whatnot. Death Valley, 70 degrees here in the Paradise of Pahrump. Let's take a look. Our current temperature, 55 degrees, very nice. Well, it's kind of nice. If you like a little bit of rain, we had that this afternoon. That was pretty fun. Sun rose this morning at 6:51. Lots of humidity today at 59%, but that sun set again at 4:33, and we gained another minute of daylight. Perfect on this side of the winter solstice. It's working its magic already. Low tonight, 38 degrees. Winds doing that. I'm not quite sure, but it doesn't amount to much as we head on into the week. What do we see? A whole bunch of clouds ahead of us, but 3 days of sunshine mostly. Santa Claus bringing a weather present. Temperatures in the upper 50s. Come Monday, a little bit of clouds, but no real talk of rain. Winds stand calm. We'll end up in the lower 60s throughout the week. We're already seeing daylight. We're already seeing temperature increases. I like this side of winter. Hooray. All right, back to the desk. Here's Dave and Rory.
Thank you, John. Well, that wraps up this edition of News 25. I'm David Preston.
And I'm Rory Rosell. We will see you on the next newscast.
Have an amazing weekend and a Merry Christmas.
And Happy Holidays.
Good night.